Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather report and forecast just a few days before we celebrate Heroes Day. But for tonight, we had rather cold conditions over much of the country with severe ground frost in areas such as Nyanga, Henderson and Marondera, which had severe ground frost, whilst Chivu had moderate frost as some of the areas that were affected by the very cold overnight conditions. This is because of the clear skies that were over much of the country with very cold mornings across much of the main watershed. It became rather warm by afternoon as the winds were shifting to a northeasterly airflow, bringing in warmer conditions from the northeast into the interior. Thus, over those northern areas, we're expecting just touches of moisture because of remnant pockets of moisture over those northern parts. But as we get towards the later parts of this week, we're expecting moisture to drift in from the southeastern parts of the country, giving us cloudy and windy conditions over areas such as Masvingo, Matabeleland South and Manicaland as we get into Thursday and Friday. But for tonight, we're expecting it to be rather cold over much of the country with single digits in the main watershed, but over the Zambezi Valley, we're expecting a few of the cold conditions, and it gets warmer by afternoon as the temperatures are slightly increasing compared to today. For Bulawayo, just a slight increase to about 25, goes to 26 on Wednesday, but cools again on Thursday because of cooling southeasterlies. Same influence over Matopo. We're expecting it to drop to about 24 and then later on to 20 as we get into Friday with moisture drifting in from the southeast. Cloudy conditions are thus over Gwanda because of those cooling southeasterlies. We're expecting it to get cloudy from Thursday into Friday, and with that temperatures should also decline. Similar for where we were expecting it to drop to about 24 on Friday because of those cooling southeasterlies. Ground frost is projected over Masvingo on Tuesday, but it gets better as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, then cools again as we get into Friday because of those cooling southeasterlies. And for Nyanga, we're expecting more of the cloudy conditions from Thursday onwards, more of that moisture coming in from Mozambique into the Eastern Highlands. Same for Marondera, also influenced by that southeasterly push on Thursday and Friday, and Harare also influenced slightly into the weekend. We're expecting temperatures to drop by about 2 degrees from Friday onwards. And for Kwekwe, we're expecting that drop to be on Friday, but just slightly, with still a bit of sunshine there. Kadoma also under more sunny skies with most of the temperatures above 26 for much of this week, whilst Chinhoyi is above 25 for much of this week as temperatures are slightly increasing. Victoria Falls also a bit of sunshine as well expected, with just the mornings becoming cold around Thursday and Friday. And for Lupane, we're expecting that cold spell to affect it around Thursday and Friday as well in the morning hours. Pindura also influenced by cold mornings for Tuesday and Wednesday, whilst Kariba suffers mostly under cool conditions for much of this week in the morning hours, becoming warmer as the day progresses. That's all for our weather and forecast. Been a pleasure, Zimbabwe. I'm James Kuma Jr. for the Met Department.